Hi, so you would have seen my article that I put together today about office politics. So I think a lot of us out there right now have gone through a lot of similar scenarios where there's a lot of office politics, where there are, people playing mind games, people, creating their own little empires and pushing other people out, where people are, overlooked for promotions because they're not networking with with the right people, where people basically where people are just lazy, but they still get a promotion anyway. Doesn't that make you angry at times? Because you know what, it made me angry a few times. It did. Throughout the course of 22 years, I've worked in the ICT industry. So that's information, communication and technology industry. And I have come across some really political environments which I've had to navigate through. And I've also come across some extremely lazy people. Like, you would give them, the tools to do their jobs, and yet, and get the information in real time so that they can do their recording and so forth. And what do? They don't look at the tools. They come to you and they ask you questions. When, asking you the questions via email or via, a message of some sort will take double the amount of time that it actually takes to have a look at the tools that you've been given. The tools are things like electronic dashboards, electronic structure boards, all those sorts of really wonderful things like project plans and so forth, and yet they persist. Isn't that annoying? When I first became a project manager, I learnt really, really quickly how to be proactive and how to find the information for myself. And at that point in time, we didn't have electronic dashboards or even structure boards or anything like that to get real-time information. So I actually had to go up and ask people for the information, or at least go searching on, multiple different systems to get what I needed. Whereas these days, people new to the industry want to get spoon-fed. They want someone else to do the work for them and for them to just send the information on. How does that work? I mean, in some organizations, you wouldn't even get past 2 weeks if you were not proactive, if you weren't looking at multiple different places to find out what the true and correct information is, without, going to everyone else to ask them. I learnt, not just as a project manager, to be proactive and to be organised, but also throughout, my ICT career itself, which, I've been a project manager for 12 years, and prior to that, 10 years of desktop network support, systems admin and telephony support. And, so I learnt very quickly that if you're not proactive in the industry, if you're not actively doing your own job, that, you will get kicked out. No one is going to spoon feed you. And I learnt that in life, if you just sit there and expect someone else to give you what you want, you'll never get what you want, because people are extremely busy. People are extremely busy. So can I have a show of hands, how many people out there have had to work with lazy people? People who want to be spoon-fed. And how many people out there have done all they can to actually make these people proactive and to give them what they need without them coming to you every second of the day asking you for stuff. Okay, so is it just that, you know, they're forgetting what you're giving them, or is it just that they haven't saved the links to things, you know, and they need to ask you again? Is it, what is it? Do you know? You know, had I have not been proactive in my life, I would not have the project management qualifications I do have. I would not have the career I do have. I would not even be able to support myself right now. You know, I wouldn't even, you know, I wouldn't have even have written and released my book. So, you know, when I work with people and when I coach people, I expect them to do their own work, to put in the hard yards and to do their own work. I mean, because I also have my own work to do. I can't do their work for them. And it's a lot more gratifying if they actually do their own work. You know, it really is. Like, seriously, I'm so proud of myself and how far I've come because I've been so proactive and, you know, so self-organized. Anyway, I just thought I'd put that out there and just find out how many of you out there are dealing with people like that right now, and how many of you are really proactive and you go out and you do and you get what you want in life. If you want to learn how to be more proactive, if you need, you know, help with getting self-organized, let me know. You know, I've been this way for many, many, many years, and I can help you. All right, so in saying that, I'm going to leave you now. All right, bye.